Hey everybody, Jeff here, East Texas ADV. Hey, today's video, we're going to go over a product that Cyclops now offers. It's a Skene high visibility LED edition that you can add to pretty much any motorcycle. The motorcycle we're going to be using today, of course, is a 2018 KTM 690 Enduro R. A lot of the problems with the 690s that a lot of people will attest to, for some weird reason, the state bikes got this really cheap tail assembly, I'll call it, for the tail light and the blinker. If you look, see how nasty that looks in there? Water gets in there, dirt gets in there. The bulbs, the connections get corroded. You can upgrade this to a Euro spec taillight. So the major drawback from installing anything on my bike is I have to take off all the wrap. All right, here we have it. Skene lights. P3TS. I got stuff everywhere. I apologize. So in the box, you get your instruction manual. It shows you how to brake light programming. It offers emergency flashers plus your taillight programming. So it can be solid, it can blink, it can do different sync as far as flashing, solid, pulsing, you name it. So what you get in the bag is you get the light, should be two of them in here, okay? So you get two lights. Just loosen this up and this would go on the license plate bracket or next to it somehow. We're going to go over all that once we get the install done. You get your control module. And then you get these pretty cool little wire ties. I've never used these before. I've watched a couple videos to make sure I didn't butcher how to use them, but you unscrew them, and when you screw them back together, they splice the wiring very, very neatly. So anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole installation process of it. I'm going to get it installed. I'll go over what I did to keep the length of the video short and sweet. This should be about an hour job, if that. If you don't have racks on your bike, you should be able to get this done in just a matter of maybe 45 minutes, if I had to guess. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get over to the bike, and we're going to get this thing taken apart, get these installed, and we'll be right back. Okay, so everybody, I ended up taking everything off. The top rack, I unbolted the side racks, all this stuff. If you don't have to do that, do not do it. It was a major pain in the butt that was not needed. And the reason why I did it was I was going to put the Tusk exhaust guard on it. That thing was a pile of junk. It didn't fit right, so I ended up basically throwing that in the scrap metal pile. So anyway, if you're going to do this mod, which works fantastic by the way, just loosen up the bolts that you have to. If you have the rack system, just loosen up these 4 bolts right here until you've got about that much movement. Just enough to get a wire snake through. Snake your wires behind the lens right here. So you want to pull this lens out and unhook the bracket as well for the reflector. Run them through, run them up, snake them underneath the cowling, come out, and then go ahead and mount the module where I explained to here later on in the video. Everything's good to go. So here's your wires. That is the only thing I needed to do to wire in the tail light, brake light. Okay, so I couldn't find any double sticky tape, so the next best thing, I love Velcro. Because if you do get into a situation where you need to move it, you can just rip it away. So anyway, we're going to use Velcro on this instead. Now, one thing I did not mention, everybody, make sure you clean your mounting surfaces. I just use this 100% pure acetone. I think we got it at Walmart in the makeup department. I use this for everything. As you can tell, it's almost gone. But clean it with residue left over, because it really hinders anything that you're using to stick to whatever you're trying to bond to, whether that be the unit, or in my case, we're going to go by the battery, which I'm sure there's oil from the filter and just grime and stuff. So anyway, another quick little tip. I'm going to go ahead and use Velcro, stick it in the same spot. This is why you clean the area that you're going to stick your double sticky tape or Velcro to. All that grime. While it might stick at first, it would definitely not be as permanent as it could be. Okay, so as anything that is pretty much figure it out as you go, I went from here to here for a mounting location for the module. Well, I actually changed it. I don't know, the lighting kind of sucks, but that right there, that's the module right there. So you take out 1, 2, 3, 10 millimeter screws, move this up. It not only allows you to slide the module down to the bottom of this cavity, but you can also get to the wire fasteners, the connectors for your brake light, your tail light, and everything is down here underneath this plastic tray. The only thing you have coming out are the wires from the individual lights. Oh, yeah, I lost a couple screws. So anyway, so you run your wires up through behind your tail light, which I'm going to replace this goofy thing too, along the top of your fuel tank under your cowling. Come out right here, go underneath this plastic tray. Everything is concealed, nothing is in the way, and it looks pretty much stock, minus this extra few little wires right here. We're going to go ahead and we'll come up and we will program it a little bit later, but we're going to go ahead and check it real quick. And there we have it. I don't know if I like the flashing taillight. It's actually a little bit faster flash than what you're seeing. It's almost a solid steady. In this video, it looks kind of like it's blinking, but it's pretty much solid. I went ahead and set them to where the tail light was not on with these, because to me, it was too busy. It distracted too much. So it's really easy to program. Basically what you do is you turn on your bike. Okay. So see, I just got my stock I just have my stock taillight on right now, and these are set for brake and for blinker. That's it. But if you want to change that, you would go 1, 2, 3, 4. They should blink if I did it right. Okay, right there. Then you go ahead and squeeze your brake lever the amount of times on the directions, and it will program the module. So like I said, mine is set up to where the taillight and these are not on. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to give a demonstration on just how bright these lights are and how they really pull your eye. So here you go, brake lights. You got the quick flash, which slows down and then becomes solid. Your blinkers. And just like the stock taillight, they operate the same way. As it'll flash, the module will kick on the blinker, so it is actually a blinker. But it will still get your attention. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to shut off the lights and kind of give you an idea of what it's like at night. All right, well, there you have it. The Skene P3TS light setup. Can't be seen with these, then you're not going to be seen. These really should catch the eye of drivers behind you. Regardless of what they're doing, if this doesn't reach out and grab them, nothing will. Great addition to the bike. I want to say thanks for watching till the end. And as always, ride safe.